Hey guys, my name is Daniel Mutheki, and I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. Most importantly, I'd like us to thank God for enabling each and every one of us to be here today. I always sensitize you, and I'll never stop, that we must be quick to give thanks to God because of the gift that He's given us, which is called today. Today is the present. Today is a gift. Treasure it, maximize it, live the best value you can live today, because tomorrow is promised to nobody. So always give thanks to God for the gift which is today. Guys, as usual, I leave my social media details right on the screen there. And so if you'd like to reach out to me, don't hesitate. Chat me up on my social media pages. My email address that is also there. Send me an email and I'll do my very best to try and revert to each and every one of you by God's grace. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't hesitate. Subscription button, press it, and also do not forget the notification bell so that you're always alerted when we post a new video, which by God's grace is normally each and every Sunday. Well guys, as we always say, new week, new video. If you didn't check out last week's video, make sure you check it out. It was the 5 things you can do in 2023 to make sure that whatever it is you plan comes to fruition. So check out that video, make sure you don't miss out. And so today is a new week in a new video. And today I'd like us to talk about something I heard someone talk about on a forum that I was present. And this guy sat and said that if I was younger, I wish I knew the phrase that says, "This too shall pass." Let me repeat that. The guy said that he wished when he was younger that the phrase, "This too shall pass," was a phrase he understood. Because then he took things extremely as though that's the end. It will be that way and it will never change. You see, a lot of us find ourselves trapped in this mess. Nothing lasts forever. You know, you've been going through a tough time. Could be your finances. You know, the country now, Kenya, is going through a very tough economic time. Things are not easy. So much is required of us that financially we are pressed. And this causes a lot of stress in a lot of people. But you must remember that there is a time for everything under the sun. Life is about seasons. One season comes to prepare the other, and that season never lasts forever. You know, if you go back in time immemorial, you'll see that all these things repeat themselves. Before we get into a depression, there's always a couple of years of great success. Before there's a high, there's always a low. Before the morning comes, it's always nighttime. Before the summer comes, there was winter. And so remember, whatever it is you're going through, that too shall pass. Don't allow that situation to hold you captive to it. Some of you have remained in your winter forever, and your attitude, your mindset is stopping spring from coming. Spring is that season that will bring difference and change from your winter. Each and every one of us must have a winter. A lot of times I've spoken about the winter that I went through. When I went through a car accident that caused me so much pain and hurt. But that winter was there to bring joy into my life, to bring truth into my life, to bring light into my life. So it is with you. Right now you could be in your winter. As I mentioned, your financial situation could be in a winter. Your marriage could be in a winter. Your career could be in a winter. Your health could be in a winter. Things look gloomy. They look cold. It looks like there's no way out of this. This is it. I'm done. But I'm here to tell you that after every winter, there comes a change in the season. And the season that comes forth after that is normally a season that has been built from your previous hard time. Hard times come to build us. They come to give us character. They come to give us that strength, that ability of never giving up. They come to push us sometimes out of our comfort zone. A lot of you watching this video today are so afraid of change that you'd rather stay where you are. You know, it's like walking around with a winter coat in summer. People will think you're crazy. And so change is a must in life. But because of your comfort zone, you've held on to one thing so long that now it only causes you more harm than good. And so remember, my friends, this too shall pass. And when I say this, I'm not only talking about bad times. That you must remember. I'm not only talking about bad times. Good times also do not last forever. Good times also will not last forever. This too shall pass. The great, happy, good times of provision, that too will come to pass. And so when you have plenty, you learn how to plan and prepare for a time of lack. That is what life has taught us. And so as you start this year, things are difficult. You probably don't have an opportunity that you're looking for. Your relationships are not looking as strong as you wanted them to be. Remember, that too shall pass. And I'd like us also to read the Bible. My trusted Bible is back for 2023. So I'd like us to read from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, from verses 1. I know a lot of you know this scripture, but let me read it. A time for everything. There is a time for everything, a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embrace, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. You know, this book was written by one of the wisest men who ever lived. And he'd seen it all, he'd done it all. He'd owned everything that you'd ever want to own. And he realized that there is always a season in this world, a time for everything. And so I pray that we are able to understand. God can give us the wisdom to interpret the season we are in, so that we do not envy things that are not available or reality in the season we are in. You see, for a farmer to wish to sell maize in his planting season, that is unrealistic. It cannot work, because he must plant that seed, wait for it to germinate and grow. Only then can he be able to get trucks in to carry away the produce. Why do you want things that are not in your season today? Why are you chasing for things that you must be patient for now? The problem with shortcuts is they cause a lot of pain in the future. Every action, remember, has a consequence. And so a lot of us are compromising our lives, chasing for seasons we are not in. Pray and seek God that He will give you the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to interpret the time that you're in, to interpret the season that you're in, so that you can understand what tools you require, what people you require around you, what environment you have to be in, so that that season can thrive. Remember, never throw away your winter coat, because winter will come back. Never throw away your summer hat, because the sun will always come back. That is the truth of life. And so this too shall pass. Whatever it is you're going through, my friend, it shall come to an end. Nothing lasts forever. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Until next time, may God bless you. May He keep you. May He shine His face upon you and be gracious to you. And use this coming week to look into your life and see, what season am I in? Am I equipped for this season? So that the next season that comes, I will be fruitful. Take care, guys, and God bless.